What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. Give you a quick channel update, what we got going on. Haven't updated much in the last week or so, just because we have a ton of stuff in the works that you're gonna see what that's leading up to over the next couple days. So let's get into it real quick. The sport car literally does not get traction unless it's like 60 miles an hour or over. That was like a second gear roll into it, and it still just spins and spins and spins until you're up to like, I don't know, the wheel speed when you let off has to be at least like 60, or you have to have traction control on. It's just the way it is. Alright, so what have we been up to? Well, couple main things is we have a trip that we're heading out on that you're going to see quite a bit of content for. If you're not into the family adventure stuff, then you're probably going to skip the next couple videos, but we're doing a almost 3,000 mile loop with the RV down to Tennessee, then cross over to Outer Banks, North Carolina, and back up through like Delaware and stuff into New York. So obviously I've been busy at work just trying to get all my loose ends tied up. Between all the cars that we have over at the shop that need to be gone through, I bought a bunch of cars. We had to fix them all so they're all ready to go. And that's I constantly have deals that are like partially complete that just need to be taken care of. So got all those deals squared away. And then now today I've got to prep the RV. I haven't done anything with it since we did the Enduros, and it's filled with mud now. So gotta, get the septic cleaned out, get fresh water put into the RV, get all the bedding washed. We're taking our nephew, so we gotta have a little extra bedding and some sleeping bags with us. The car dolly hits we're taking the caravan, or not caravan, the Pacifica on the car dolly, but the way that the dolly is, the bolts come out the side for the fender and they rub the side of the Pacifica and tear up the rocker panels. So I need to get that modified today. And then on top of that, the biggest news that we have is that Alice's Fairlane is fixed. Our technician Bill knocked it out of the park. I bought just a random rebuild kit off from eBay for like $100, and he rebuilt the tranny. Runs awesome. I took it for a quick spin yesterday. We are changing the generator, the voltage regulator, and the battery, so that car is old enough it doesn't have an alternator. So like modern cars have an alternator. This has a DC charge generator that looks kind of like an alternator type thing. That goes over to a voltage regulator that then sends out the power and converts it over so that you can actually like charge a battery off it and keep the car running. So that is fixed. I'll probably put a video in this real quick of us driving that, because you guys have never actually seen it. So that's what we got going on. Right now I'm on my way to go pick up some parts in Romano for a transmission line. So I'm up at like 7 today, getting the tranny lines for another customer, because that's got to get done today, because we're all leaving, including our tech Bill. He's taking his vacation time with his family right now, so I need money that I need to make. It needs to be finished today, or else I'm not making any money for 10 days. So anyways, also Sebastian got his first like actual paintball gun, so I'm on my way to pick up the canister for that and get the CO2 refilled. I'll show you Alice's car here in a second. That'll be the next thing you see. The best it's run, honestly, the whole time we've had it. It's got more power now. Apparently it was slipping the whole time. I didn't realize it. It's only at 2-speed, so cruise along at 60 is quite a few RPM in this thing. She's out and about, putting some gas in her, freshening her up. It says a fuel cell in the bay. Of course, this is all of our random trim I haven't put back on, and then tables and chairs for when we go to like little car meets and the drive-ins and stuff. It's about half tank, so it costs about $50 to fill it right now at 93. Alright, so it's a pretty simple system. We just got the generator done this morning. That was it's like $67. We ordered a new voltage regulator, but once we put the new generator on, we're able to get the field working again on this. So how it works is, basically, you put the battery in. We're gonna put a new battery too. Put the battery in, you take the ground off on this, and you touch it to make like a field, a charge, and then you put it back on, and then it actually will power from this, goes to that, keeps it going, and recharges the battery, keeps everything going. But this doesn't make actual like charge until like 4,000 RPM. So there's a lot of times it's just running off the battery. All right, so we've discussed before how this has a 3.6 221 V8. Want to see a 0 to 60 pull? All right, here we go, boys. Oh, this car is so fun. It's definitely not fast, but I just got gas. I had 3 different people ask me about it. Alice gets so many compliments on this car. It just has the look. The look, it looks like it truly survived, and the paint is a color. You just don't see colors like this anymore. Even Mopar with their crazy weird colors, this like weird baby blue. You don't see it. They don't make them like this. What's crazy too is like all this shit works. We went last summer and got everything working. The heat works, but the ducting for it got ate by rats or something like forever ago. So the heat comes out, but I need to find a new ducting, but it's hard to find. So I gotta get on Amazon or eBay, try to find one. Alright guys, next I gotta go get the RV and the dolly set up.
Oh, I actually got the tree back there.
Alright, back at the house. Let's talk about this dolly real quick. So the problem is that I bought the widest dolly they sell. This is like 78 inch. But when you put her van on, the rocker panel right there ends up right against this. When the dolly's straight, it's fine, but this is on a pivoting platform. So there's a bolt there. It can rotate. When this rotates, this center main section stays the same, and it pushes that bolt into her rocker. See how that's at an angle even to kind of show you? So if I can get even maybe a quarter, so basically my plan is just take this off, because I only need like a 1/4 inch of play, and it'll make it work if I get the car perfectly center. Because I already tore up the side of her rocker panel one time, only going about a 1/4 mile. We need to go about 3,000 miles. So time to fuck with that. All right, this should be all set. Those are missing now. Right now I got this running, purging out the fresh water that we had in there because it all smells weird from sitting for a week or two. We'll get that taken care of. Well, it's now about 9 o'clock. I've been running since like 6:30 this morning. RV is ready. Van is ready. Dolly is over here and ready. Put the cat in the garage, lock it all up. We're leaving at 9 in the morning. Quick question, if anybody's still watching this far. This MG I'm going to be listing when I get back. Anybody interested in it? It's going to be about $5 grand. I'll pull it out, clean it up. Thing's sick.